wanted to stay, and that's like great. And it just felt at the event though that there was like just a long line and not a lot for them to do.
Yeah. Does anyone else agree or disagree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Or?
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning of the event I helped, but then I just fell asleep later on because I didn't have anything to do. And so
You fell asleep?
I didn't have anything to do.
Don't say that. It's being recorded.
No, I feel like if we were like walked on like how that shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be much better.
Well, you want that sense of feeling busy and feeling like you're really kind of doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, no, I get that completely.
You definitely deserved a nap anyways. You were like handing out flyers, you introduced us.
For the record.
I'm really sorry.
Wait, did you actually?
No, she went in the little alcove, like the little
windowsill.
Did you get woken up?
Yeah, I woke her up.
Yeah.
Just because Dave went past and went, is that Zara?
No. I'm just going to pretend I didn't know that.
Yes, please.
Okay. What about the other side of it? So we've talked about the setting up, so the end, packing down. Do you feel like everyone sort of helped out?
I feel like that was a bit manic because we didn't know what to do with any of this stuff, and then Dave just said let's talk about it tomorrow, and then we didn't know what.
Dave just took it all. Like he was just like bring it down
and
to
then
the CCI.
we didn't talk about giving it to the other group or anything. He just said let's just talk about it tomorrow in our meeting, and then obviously there was no meeting.
Right.
And then all of our stuff's
I literally
all
said to them,
discussed.
because
Yeah.
Annabelle handed me the leaflets to use for the old group, and I was like, oh Dave, like, if you want to use the leaflets for the old group, then yeah, it's fine, so we don't need them. And then we were like, yeah, and then I took them back up to the room, and I literally didn't even say anything about the toothbrushes because
because we paid for them, like that came out of our budget.
Like, about discussing it all tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then obviously like just like Gracie said, like we couldn't. I just think it was quite like.
He didn't even ask.
No, and then he made out that we were so so wanting to give it to the other group when we hadn't even talked about it.
Okay, so I've missed this. So your toothbrushes went to the other group.
Yeah.
Right, I didn't
And they
realise
sold
that.
them all.
And the straws, and I don't think the raffle prize
didn't
did.
have
I'm
the
not
vote,
sure.
We
No,
did.
they had
Oh,
the
no, we
10%
chucked them
off
away.
though as well.
Did they use the raffle prize?
No.
Oh, okay.
So it's just that there wasn't a chance to have an actual discussion about it, and that would have felt nice.
I'm sure if we talked about it, we could have like reached like a mutual agreement. It was just the fact that there wasn't any discussion on
And
it.
I think they if they sold them for £2, they would have lost money.
But they didn't spend any money on it in the past.
No.
Well,
Yeah, but they're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to. Like, it's gonna have to come out of
Yeah.
half of their budget. Like,
Because we had to like
because
cover
we
our
can't just pay for
costs.
them and then they use it in their event. Like,
Yeah.
So we'll, between me and Dave, we'll make sure that finance side of things is all sorted.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that too much. And it's not that the two events were being compared in like, oh, who made the most money or anything. But I get what you're saying. It was nice. It would have been ideal just to have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
So don't worry too much about that.
I like the teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. In what way?
In a way that we, like, it was a quick solving problem, so whatever problem came across us, I feel like everyone took a part into solving it really quickly.
So give an example of a problem that was solved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think it was Annabelle's mum that her drink fell over and then Gracie
yeah.
went straight
Oh.
on it, like wiping it up. Like,
The same guy every time.
oh yeah, he like dropped his lighter, then dropped another glass.
Oh, the guy
And then he
with
dropped his
dungarees.
phone.
He kept
Yeah.
walking out and going in again.
Yeah.
And then I just think Gracie handled it really well, like
Yeah.
very professional.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice. No, I looked at it and then I kind of looked over at you and I was like, what are they going to do about this? But yeah, no, it's good.
And I liked how, for example, another problem was many people didn't come into the event, so we all like split up. Some of us went to the Gandhi Street, some of us went outside like, in the Phoenix, gathering people, and some of us were in the door, catching people that were going in the toilet. So it was like
Like mid pee or
Look at
something. Like, sorry, can you just come out?
yeah. So it was nice to have like people working together and splitting up just to get the same goal in the end.
Yeah, and also just doing what you could in an environment where there wasn't that many people, but there were lots of you. So yeah. Any other problems that arose that you dealt with, either individually or as a team?
I think the nets were a waste of time. I just don't think they added anything to the event.
like
They kind of just like blended into the wall. Like I didn't even realise they were there till I turned around.
Yeah, they weren't.
I think
we
they
could've
could have
put
been
the-
used
we
more
should've put the
flexibly.
banner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Well, the
think.
original plan was supposed to put it on the ceiling, but then all the cables.
Yeah,
they just,
exactly.
like,
And
yeah.
the ceiling was very high.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
not like any of us could have got up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thought that came to my mind, did you think about this at all, about using any projections or film photos
So
or anything?
we thought about how, because the projector space was where we wanted the stage,
Yeah.
and the lighting and a musician standing in front of it would affect whatever we were projecting.
Okay.
So it
yeah.
wouldn't work. Like it would be.
Yeah, they might
Yeah,
get
and the room was
blinded.
already small, so we couldn't like split the projection and the music and the food.
And then would you have sound on the projection or like?
So
Yeah.
just from like being a very neutral outside eye, I was thinking actually because it ended up, you know, it was a music event and there wasn't much time for discussion or people like engaging with you standing behind the tables. Like if you were in an ideal world, technically, if it did work, to have, I don't know, facts and photos and silent video footage going on behind what was at points like really moving pieces that the musicians were performing, that would have, that, you know,
Would have added change.
yeah, it would have been really nice. It's like, absolutely, there's a reminder, right, okay, a fact about the ocean, a picture of a fish with all the plastic in the stomach or something like that. But yeah, so you looked at it and it would have been too busy. It was either like choose the banner and the lighting or probably have the projections instead. But yeah, that's just a thought. What else then? So you tell me, is there anything that we haven't covered? So we've looked at the setup, clearing up at the end.
I bought candles, and in the end we didn't use them.
We
so
said,
I
yeah.
felt really bad because it was like health and safety, and it was just tiny candles, but they didn't let us use them.
Yeah.
So it was sad.
You
that would
would
have
sad.
added like something to the room. So I just
Okay.
yeah, I feel like we should double check those kind of things.
Yeah. The moments where you did have a chance to chat to people, so like the breaks in between the artists and stuff, how did that go? Did you have any like engaging conversations? Does anyone feel like they had a chance to really talk about the cause or talk about?
A couple of times.
Yeah.
There was one like guy that was just waiting for somebody to come out of the loo. But he was just like stood there, just like, tell me what you're doing, like what's the cause, and he was trying to chat about Surfers Against Sewage because his son worked for them or something.
Okay.
So he was having like quite a good conversation and donated a couple of quid.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Did you have any moments where someone was maybe buying something or looking at the stall or?
I feel like everyone that was going to the toilet was like really curious to see what was inside the room. So it was nice to see people at least just having like that attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw you just standing outside the door.
I know.
We're like already just like stressed out enough that they're gonna piss their pants. Give a minute.
I was gonna say, like, if that was me, I'd
Survey.
much rather talk to you after going to the toilet. Like when I'm going to the toilet, I'm just like.
No, I caught them after going to the toilet.
Okay, yeah.
As before, some, but mostly after. I mean, then people would ignore you. They just run away. I swear. They're like, they come out the toilet and they just run. So you
They're
don't
like,
have
there's
to
that
try.
mad lady again,
Yeah.
just like chasing after.
Yeah.
I did catch a few people after the event to do the post-event surveys with Alpina. She's not here, but we got a few people to do the surveys, and a lot of them said that they'd want to come again and enjoyed
Good.
it.
Good.
But there were a few people that weren't really aware of alternatives to plastic because I don't think they ever were told or found out or ever went to the stands.
Right. Okay. So it's
No.
yeah, it's like new information for them or something. Yeah.
I feel like we should have mentioned while introducing our event that if any information about the plastic, anything, facts like that, you could go to the stand and you're gonna have like the full background of it.
I feel like we could have got like the artists to sort of say something, you know, when they're
Yeah.
kind of introducing themselves, them to sort of be like, oh yeah, like there's information over there too.
Yeah.
That would be
Like
good.
we, I think they should have told them to say that as well.
Yeah.
Just like some kind of way to bring focus to the stands. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone was just looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
That
Like
was
they
kind
would
of
have been
like
the easiest way
background.
to like bring the focus over.
Because that's where the focus was
Yeah.
naturally.
So
yeah.
if they
Yeah.
said something about it, it would have. I feel like people would have gone over more.
Anything else?
really awkward in between artists and like when they in between each song and when they were changing, so it was just quiet. I did like ask the tech guys like before, like a week before, if we could have like music in between.
Yeah.
And they said they would, but they didn't bring anything. So like they didn't bring like the wire or something.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I think that sort of not ruined it, but like made it a bit awkward.
You know when like Jake got a drink and it was just silent.
Yeah, that was the worst thing. I had to go out of the room. That's horrible.
Was anyone helping themselves to the squash and stuff that you'd set up?
Yeah.
What, like you guys or other people?
It sort of looked like it was ours, like our drinks.
Because it was like,
Probably should have had it with the cakes.
Yeah.
But just not have
See, I think a lot of this though would have changed if we had a bigger room, like
Yeah,
a lot of it
definitely.
was the size of the room, like no one could stand behind that bit to like look like they're serving drinks because our bags were there, but then there was nowhere else to put our bags.
I feel like we did the best we could with the size
Yeah,
though.
me
Like I
too.
don't think we could have
Yeah,
arranged it
I
any
do.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. But yeah, there's lots of things that you can talk about in this in your evaluation, like the room, the size of the room, the type of people that came, all that sort of stuff.
We could have made better use of the bar. I know there weren't any place in the meantime to put our bags, but we could have asked if we could. I know that would have probably taken an hour for them to like go get someone and find another person.
There was so much stuff behind the bar though anyway, like without our bags there was like dirty
Yeah, there was
plates
already
and like
cat there when we got there.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I
So
think
there was an issue with the room because there was already stuff in it.
Yeah.
like there was literally like a plate with like a dirty knife and fork and like a
That's
napkin
not
on
fair,
it.
is
Yeah.
it?
And I
Like
was
if,
like,
if you're
what is
paying
this?
to rent a space for this allotted time, you expect that space to be clean and ready to
And
use,
it's not
don't
like it's
you?
a cheap room or anything.
Yeah.
It was really expensive.
Yeah, no, it's a bit slack,
It was like
isn't it?
70 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we could have like kept the beverages on the tray and just like served them, so they would
Okay.
like, yeah,
Yeah, so the more obvious who they were for.
yeah, and they would maybe like that idea of being served. People like that.
Yeah. So,